Hello everybody, I am Triveni Sureshbabu, the senior trainer of Skillzenith Consulting. Today we are going to discuss about Karnataka State Board Class 10th Social Science History, lesson number 4, that is opposition to British rule in Karnataka. In this lesson, in this unit, we are going to learn about Hyder Ali and Tippu Sultan, Dondia War, rebellion of Amarasulya, rebellion of Halagali Bedas, Anglo-Indian Wars, that is war between the Indians and the British, rebellion of Kittur Rani Channamma and Sangolli Rayanna, and rebellion of Surapura. Specifically, in this video we will learn about first and second Anglo Mysore War fought under Hyder Ali. The present Karnataka was scattered among various principalities before integration. That means before the Karnataka state was formed, the present Karnataka, what we call as Karnataka state, was not like this. It was divided into various princely states before it was united. Apart from establishing political supremacy during the latter part of 18th century, that is later part of the 18th century, the British exploited the people in agriculture and trade in order to protect their own interest. Initial stages, they did not have political aspirations. Later on, they developed political aspirations also. So, in order to get the raw materials, they exploited the people in agriculture and also in the field of trade in order to protect their own interest. That is, their interest was to earn money or earn profit and take over the administration of the whole Indian princely states. These exploitations, ಶೋಷಣೆ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಬಡವರನ್ನಾಗಲಿ ದಲಿತರಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಮಗಿಂತ ವೀಕ್ ಆಗಿರೋರನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರೋರು ಶೋಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕಿರುಕುಳ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಇದು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲಾಯಿಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಶೋಷಣೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಿ ದೀಸ್ exploitation created insecurities across Karnataka. When people came to know, the people of Karnataka came to know that they were exploited by the British. The local kings suffered insecurities, abhadrate, ಸುರಕ್ಷತೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು. As a result, rebellions against the British happened in most of the Karnataka. That means rebellions ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಂಗೆ ಅಂತೆ, mutiny ಅಂತಾರೆ, ದಂಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So the people of Karnataka or the leaders of Karnataka kingdoms, they rebelled against the British. In the beginning, the zamindars and kings battled against the British individually without attaining unity among them. Initial stage ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ only zamindars and kings, they were only waging war against the British individually. They were not taking the help of other states or other people without having any unity among them. There was no unity among the zamindars and the kings. See, you can look at the picture of Hyder Ali and Tippu Sultan. Hyder Ali and his son Tippu Sultan put forth a strong opposition to the British by utilizing the strengths of their Mysore kingdom. So, Hyder Ali and the Tippu Sultan were the first persons to come forward to oppose the British rule by utilizing and ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, by using the strengths of their Mysore kingdom. So the Mysore kingdom was, to some extent it was strong. This situation was utilized by Hyder Ali and Tippu Sultan and they began to oppose the British rule. The political developments that emerged took place from 1761 to 1799 are very important. Whatever changes were there in the field of politics was very important. This was an important opposition mounted against the British rule in India. The opposition posed by Hyder Ali and Tippu Sultan is considered as very important, which was plotted against the British rule. Mounted andre raised anta. The 18th century in Indian history is considered as the century of political problems. 18th century itself, whole of 18th century was considered and regarded as the century of political problems because there were full of problems in India, political problems. There are many reasons for this. You can quote many reasons. There were many reasons for the political problems in India. The first and foremost point is the death of Aurangzeb, the Mughal emperor in 1707 was the main reason. So far the Mughals were powerful. British could not wag their tail, or they could not establish supremacy so easily. So the Aurangzeb was the last ruler. So he died in the year 1707. This was the main reason for the rise of political problem. His death, that is Aurangzeb's death, weakened the Mughal power. Mughal power became very weak. We have studied, when we come across so many empires in India, usually what happens, kingdom will be very stable, very powerful under the good rulers. When the rulers become weak, somebody will take the advantage and empire will become weak. As a result, the Mughal lost political control over the South India. So Mughals, because there was no powerful ruler, Mughal could not exert their control, or they could not control the southern part of India. A lot of political struggles took place in Karnataka region, eastern coastal part. So there was lot of political struggles in the eastern coastal part of India. Before this, the death of Chikkadevaraja Odayar in 1704 created the various political challenges in Mysore. Mughal Empire was usually ruling in the northern part. So the death of Aurangzeb, or the weak rule of Mughals, so it paved the way for the establishment of British supremacy. Here in Mysore region, what is happening? Chikkadevaraja Odayar, he died in the year 1704. It created various political challenges or the problems in Mysore state. That means death of Chikkadevaraja Odayar resulted in the political problems in Mysore state. His death created the problems of succession and administration. Succession means Uttaradhikari agodu anta. When a father died, usually his son will come to the throne, or ಯಾರು ಉತ್ತರಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಸಕ್ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, succession ಅಂತಾರೆ. There was a severe problem of succession and as well as administration. No good succession and there was administration problem also. All these developments clouded the politics of Mysore. All these created problems. The politics of it was spoiled. The death of Chikkadevaraja Odayar, political problems of succession, problem of administration, all these created in the problems in the Mysore region. Hyder Ali gained prominence in this scenario, scene, or in this situation of uncertainty, ಅನಿಶ್ಚಯತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ there was the good administration was not good, certainty illa, there was no good ruler. That clouded over the Mysore and Karnataka region. The problems spread over the Mysore and Karnataka region. So at this stage, Hyder Ali gained prominence when the scene was such that the Mysore and Karnataka region, there was no good ruler. The problems were increasing in the matter of succession and the administration. Hyder Ali joined Mysore army as an ordinary soldier. He was not a king by birth, he was an ordinary soldier, but was known for his shrewd political moves. He was very intelligent in the matter of politics. He had very good knowledge about the politics, and whatever decisions he was taking, it was very accurate to the present political situation. He was closely observing the political developments of Mysore. When he was working as a soldier, he was very closely observing the developments, especially the political developments which were taking place in the Mysore region. On soldier ಆದರೂ ಸಹ he was very shrewd, he was very intelligent, he was a good politician. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ, what's all happening. He came into prominence during the siege of Devanahalli and military action against Nizam of Arcot. Became very important. Came into prominence means ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆಗೆ ಬರೋದು. He gained importance during the siege of Devanahalli and military action against the Nizam of Arcot. Siege ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುತ್ತಿಗೆ. When a place is surrounded by soldiers on all the four sides, ಅದನ್ನ siege ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮುತ್ತಿಗೆ. So Devanahalli, you know very well, it's very near to ಯಲಹಂಕ ಅಂಡ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅದು. ದೇವನಹಳ್ಳಿ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಈಸ್ ನವ್ ಎಟ್ ದೇವನಹಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ದೇವನಹಳ್ಳಿ ಗುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ಟೇಕನ್ against the Nizam of Arcot. Arcot Nizam was there in the Arcot. ಇವೆರಡು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್. He won the hearts of soldiers. So he became very popular. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಅವ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ he will won the hearts of the soldiers. Soldiers ಪ್ರೀತಿನ ಗಳಿಸ್ಕೊತಾನೆ. He became very popular among the soldiers. He became famous as Nawab Hyder Ali in a short time. See, look at, he was an ordinary soldier. He was not a Nawab. He was not a king. He was only an ordinary soldier. But he gained so much of importance that all came to call him as the Nawab Hyder Ali. So the people, soldiers themselves called him as the Nawab. So in a very short period, he gained importance, name and fame. See, Hyder Ali, look at the picture of Hyder Ali. He was very intelligent, very shrewd politician. He was taking very good decisions. He was known for his innovations in arms usage. Innovation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಆವಿಷ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ. Finding something new or introducing thorough changes. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ innovations ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Usually this will appear in science and all technology. Science and technology, you are all aware of this word innovation. ಆವಿಷ್ಕಾರ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಹೊಸದನ್ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದು ಅದನ್ನ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿದಾಗ when it is brought into practice, it is called as innovation. He found new methods in using the arms and ammunitions. ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗಿನ ತರ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯುದ್ಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಬಾಂಬ್ಸ್ ವೆಪನ್ಸ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ವಿತ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಸ್ವಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಹಳ ತ್ವರಿತಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. he was taking actions very quickly. He became the Dadavai and sidelined the King Krishnaraja Vadaya II. Now note the point that when he became prominent, the king of Mysore was Krishnaraja Vadaya II. He became a Dadavai. That means he was promoted from the post of soldier to Dadavai. Dadavai is next post. ಅವಾಗ ಇವನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಹಿ ಸೈಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಡ್ ದ ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಾಜ ಒಡೆಯರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ಪಕ್ಕಕ್ಕಿಡೋದು, ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ಡ್, ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅವನ್ನ ಪಕ್ಕಕ್ಕಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು he only became prominent than the king. He established control over the administration. So he was a soldier. He promoted as a Dadavai. He became very powerful that he neglected the Krishnaraja Vadaya. He only began to start or control the administration of the Mysuru region. The Nawab of Arcot, Marathas and Nizam of Hyderabad were fighting to establish their supremacy over each other and also to preserve their political existence. What do you mean by this? Three are quarreling among themselves to have political power or supremacy. Nawab of Arcot, Marathas and Nizam, there was no unity. All these three region people, Nawab of Arcot, Marathas in the Maharashtra region, Nizam of Hyderabad, they were all fighting against each other. Each wanted to exert their power or to have political supremacy in their regions. The British and French were attempting to exploit these divisions for their own benefit. Not only British, even the French who appeared on the political scene of India, British and French both tried to exploit these divisions. Divisions means there was no unity. India was divided into so many kingdoms. Each one were fighting among themselves for their own benefit. They were never thinking that India is one country. Now, ಇಬ್ರು ಜಗಳ ಮೂರನೇವ್ರ ಲಾಭ ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ, ಆ ತರ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಚ್ ಮಧ್ಯ ಬಂದ್ರೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ, Indians began to lose their supremacy or lose their kingdoms. Let us learn more about the Anglo Mysore Wars that took place during the reign of Hyder Ali. Reign means rule, and Tipu Sultan in this backdrop. Backdrop means teremare. What happened? How Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan played an important role during these wars. War between the British and the Mysore. Let us learn about the first Anglo Mysore War. This was started in the year 1767 and ended in 1769. That means the first Anglo Mysore War was fought for almost 2 years. The prominence, the importance gained by Hyder Ali in the south was not tolerated by the British, Marathas and the Nizam of Hyderabad. Three people here, they are not tolerating. They felt very jealous about Hyder Ali because he was coming to prominence in the south. People all began to like him. He is rising to power. So three persons, that is British, Marathas and the Nizam of Hyderabad, they could not tolerate the importance given to Hyder Ali or his increasing political activities and the power in the south. Hence, therefore, the British started devising cunning plans. Devising cunning plans andre execute ಮಾಡೋದು or planning cunning plans to defeat Hyder Ali, whom they saw as impedance for the expansionist ideas. Impedance andre ಒಂದು ಕಂಟಕ, ತೊಂದರೆ, a problem. Now British began to realize the fact that Hyder Ali was the obstacle. ಅವನ್ನೇ ನಮಗೆ ಮೇನ್ ಅಡ್ಡಿ, ಆತಂಕ ಸೌತಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. So the British soon realized the fact that Hyder Ali was coming in the way of their expansionist ideas. Expansionist ideas andre ideas to expand the kingdoms, to have political supremacy in the south. Though Hyder Ali suffered a lot due to the Maratha aggression, he made attempts to have Marathas and Nizam of Hyderabad on his sides with little success. Now Hyder Ali suffered a lot. Why? Because always Marathas were waging wars on Hyder Ali. Aggression. Aggressive policy ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಕ್ರಮಣ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So Marathas were often fighting with Hyder Ali. So he made attempts to have Marathas and Nizam. Both were hating him. Both wanted to wage wars. There was enmity between the Hyder Ali, Marathas and the Nizam of Hyderabad. In spite of this hatredness also, Hyder Ali wanted to drag them towards his side with little success. With little success means he was not successful fully to drag them towards his side against the British. The British entered into an agreement with Maratha and the Nizam of Hyderabad against Hyder Ali. Now British are taking the advantage. ಅವ್ರು ತುಂಬ ಕನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮೊದಲೇಯ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಇಬ್ರು ಜಗಳ ಆಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮೂರನೇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಲಾಭ, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಜಗಳ ಆಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಿಡ್ಲ್. ನಾವು ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು, ದೇ ಎಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಎನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಮರಾಠಾ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ನಿಜಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್ ಎಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದ Hyder Ali. ಎ ಟ್ರೈ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಅಲಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಎಮರ್ಜ್. ಟ್ರೈ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೂರು ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನಾವು ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ದ ತ್ರೀ ಪಾರ್ಟೀಸ್? ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್, ನಿಜಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಮರಾಠಾಸ್. ಮೂರು ಜನ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ದೇ ಎಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಎನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ which was called as triparty alliance. But Hyder Ali, with manipulative ideas, he had very good ideas, intelligent ideas, he was successful in breaking the alliance. ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಉಪಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. He found some new plans to break the alliance which was made between the three persons, that is British, Marathas and the Nizam of Hyderabad. He also created enmity and distrust among the Marathas, Nizam of Hyderabad and the British. ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಬ್ರನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಜಗಳ, he created enmity, ಶತ್ರುತ್ವ ತಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. And distrust, ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್. ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ, ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಪನಂಬಿಕೆ. ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮರಾಠಾಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಈ ಕಡೆ ನಿಜಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಫೇರ್ ಇನ್ ವಾರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲವ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ವಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕುಟಿಲತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನಿನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ಒಬ್ರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಜಗಳ ತಂದಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. He created enmity and distrust among the Marathas, Nizam of Hyderabad and the British. Meanwhile, at the same time, political disturbances emerged in Arcot, that I told you, the eastern coastal part of India. In 1767, Hyder Ali and Nizam of Hyderabad attacked Arcot. Meanwhile, there was political disturbance in Arcot. Hyder Ali will take the help of Nizam of Hyderabad and he will attack Arcot. But the king of Arcot had an alliance with the British. The war started with this incident. See what happened? Hyder Ali, Nizam of Hyderabad, both of them united together ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ? ವಿತ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಟು ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ದ ಆರ್ಕಾಟ್. ಅಲ್ಲೇನಾಗೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ದಟ್ ಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಕಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಎಂಟರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅಲಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್. ಇದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಎ ಕಾಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಎ ಮೇನ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವಾರ್. ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಸ್ ಟುಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇನ್ ತಿರುಚನಾಪಳ್ಳಿ, ತಿರುವಣ್ಣಾಮಲೈ, ಅಂಬೂರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್. ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡು ಏರಿಯಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. You can look at the red shaded area. See Tiruchanapalli, see Tiruvannamalai, Ambur is also located. Hyder Ali organized lightning attacks. Lightning attacks are very quick attacks anta. ಮಿಂಚಿನ ವೇಗ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಿಂಚು ತುಂಬ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಲೈಟ್ನಿಂಗ್ ತುಂಬ ಅದರ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ತುಂಬ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ಡ್ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಸ್. ದಿ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಎ ಫ್ಯೂ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್. ಅವರು ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇವನು ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ವಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್. ದೇ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಮೆನಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್. ಫ್ಯೂ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮೆನಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್. ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ಸಫರ್ಡ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಸೆಟ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. ಸೆಟ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೋಲು, ಡಿಫೀಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬಾಂಬೆ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ದ ವಾರ್. ಸೊ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ, ಬಾಂಬೆ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿನೂ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ದಟ್ British had military stations and each and every important presidencies, Bombay, Madras, Calcutta, important places, they had their military was stationed. So ಇವರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಬಾಂಬೆ ಇಂದ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಕರೆಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ considered the war as a challenge to his personal power and continued with the war. This incident was a challenge. Challenge ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನೇನು ಕಮ್ಮಿ, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಸೆಡ್ ಹೊಡೆಯೋದು. ಅಥವಾ ಹೈದರ್ ಅಲಿ ಥಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಟು ಮೀ, ಐ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ದ ವಾರ್. ಎ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಪವರ್. It was a question of his status and dignity. So he continued with the war. So though he became weak, he continued with the war. So Hyder Ali, what he did, he went and conquered or made an attack on Madras in the year 1769, and British became panic. Panic ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಡನ್ ಫಿಯರ್, ಗಲಿಬಿಲಿ, ಗೊಂದಲ ಆಗುತ್ತರ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. Inevitably, finding no other way, the British entered an agreement with Hyder Ali through Madras Treaty. So the attack on Madras in the year 1769 by Hyder Ali was a sudden change, or it was not expected by the British. All of a sudden he went and attacked Madras in the year 1769, finding no other way. ಬೇರೆ ದಾರಿನೇ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ, ಇನ್ನೆವಿಟಬಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ದಾರಿನೇ ಇಲ್ಲದೇನೆ ನಾವು ದಿ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. You have already learned in the previous chapter that British were very intelligent, either waging the war or entering into agreement. ಎರಡೇ ಅವರದ್ದು ಅಸ್ತ್ರ. So now when Madras went into the hands of Hyder Ali, British signed an agreement with Hyder Ali. It was called as Madras Treaty. Treaty of Madras ಅಂತಾರೆ, Madras Treaty ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. In the year 1769. The first Anglo Mysore War ended by signing the Madras Treaty. So the first Anglo Mysore War came to an end by the Treaty of Madras or Madras Treaty. Now let us discuss about the second Anglo Mysore War, which took place from 1780 to 1784. Almost 4 years. The Madras Treaty had put the political developments in South India on a temporary hold. The British attempted to break the Madras Treaty. ಅವಾಗ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ there was no other way, they signed a treaty with Hyder Ali because Hyder Ali made a sudden attack on Madras, finding no other way they had. Now they are breaking the rules and regulations of the Madras Treaty. They are very cunning. When Madhava Rao attacked, so the Maratha ruler Madhava Rao attacked Srirangapatna with Maratha army, Hyder Ali expected the British support him as per the Madras Treaty. Usually treaty ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ, Hyder Ali was promised by the British that anybody attacked his area, British would come to his help. That was signed. The condition was there in the Madras Treaty. Now instead of helping, the British will not help Hyder Ali. See, when Marathas attacked Srirangapatna belonging to Hyder Ali, he expected British support as per the Madras Treaty, but the British rejected the request of Hyder Ali and went against the Madras Treaty. British failed to follow the rules and regulation. Whatever was signed, it was only for namesake. ಹೆಸರಿಗೆ ಆ ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕೆ. ಏನಾದ್ರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ತಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳಿ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ when we become normal, we forget about that. ಹಾಗೆ the British signed the Madras Treaty. They promised to help Hyder Ali in case of any attack from the other ruler. When Madhavrao attacked the Maratha ruler, the British did not help Hyder Ali and they completely went against the Madras Treaty. They did not follow the Treaty of Madras. Mahe, the French colony, was under the hold of Hyder Ali. The French ಸೇರಿದ್ದು. Mahe was a Mahe, Karaikal and all were under the French rule. But Mahe, the particular place, was under the control of Hyder Ali. The British attacked Mahe and captured. So instead of helping the Hyder Ali, they are waging war, or they are attacking the place Mahe, which belonged to Hyder Ali. This became the reason for Second Anglo Mysore War. The capture of Mahe, or the attack of Mahe, so which was under the hold of Hyder Ali, was attacked by the British. That is why this became the main reason for the Second Anglo Mysore War. See, whatever most of the places mentioned in the wars are either on the western coast or the eastern coast, because they were the centers of attraction for the trade activities. The Second Anglo Mysore War started in the year 1780. In the beginning, Hyder Ali gained upper hand. That means in the initial stages, during the first stages, he was successful. He captured many forts of Karnataka region. Forts are kotegal. He captured many forts. Almost all the places in olden era or the age, most of the places were surrounded by the forts. In order to defend the places, strong forts were built by almost all the rulers. Even in Karnataka, you will come across many forts. When you visit many of the places, you will come. Even if you go to Devanhalli, Bangalore, Kote area, what you say, market hatra ಇದೆ, Kote area ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Even if you visit small places, you will come across the forts. If you ask your ancestors, the old generation people, they will tell you about the story of the forts. Kanchipuram was captured by Hyder Ali. Kanchipuram means present Tamil Nadu. Kanchi ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅದು. It was revenge ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, he began to capture many forts of Karnataka region. Kanchipuram was also captured by Hyder Ali, which is at present Tamil Nadu. The Mysore army reached till Coromandel beach. The British officers became worried. Coromandel coast ತನಕ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಆಂಧ್ರ ಪ್ರದೇಶ್ ತಮಿಳುನಾಡು ಕೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, especially the Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu coastal region is termed as or called as Coromandel coast ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, beach area ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. The Mysore army reached up to Coromandel beach. The British officers became worried. He was very famous in taking quick action. Lightning attacks ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಇವನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ? He took a huge army and reached Coromandel coast. The British were really worried. The British officers became worried because of the attack, sudden attack of Hyder Ali. Hyder Ali attacked Arcot and captured it. He also threatened to attack Vandi Wash and Vellore. An army was kept in standby by the British and it was led by Sir Aircourt. Reservation ಅಂತ. So an extra army was stationed by the British. The leader was Sir Aircourt. He followed Hyder Ali's army till Pondicherry. So he took the army. So standby ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. The extra army was stationed by the British. The leader was Sir Aircourt. He followed Hyder Ali till Pondicherry. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ will go up to Pondicherry. The French refused to support Hyder Ali against the British. Another problem faced by Hyder Ali was French did not want to support Hyder Ali. They refused. Refused ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಕಾರ, ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. Hyder Ali changed his war strategy with this development. Strategy means plan. Now he will change the plan of war. He attacked regions under British control and captured a large booty of arms and wealth. Captured a large booty ಅಂದ್ರೆ lump sum amount of the ammunitions, heavy ammunitions, arms and wealth. He captured. He regions under the British control ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, he attacked many places and looted all the arms and the wealth belonged to the British. Now French did not support Hyder Ali. Hyder Ali changed his war plan. He attacked regions under British control and he captured lump sum amount and wealth and also arms and ammunition were captured. Hyder Ali was defeated in a battle held at Porto Novo by the British. Porto Novo is near Pondicherry. This increased the confidence of the British. So Hyder Ali was a very powerful person in the south. British were thinking that he was an obstacle. Now he was defeated. This increased the confidence among the British and it changed the direction of the battle. But they suffered financial setbacks in Pulicat and Sholingur. It's all near Madras. Meanwhile, at the same time, by entering Salwai Agreement, British were successful in winning over the Marathas and Nizam of Hyderabad to their side. I told you, either they were waging the war or entering into agreement. At the same time, Hyder Ali was defeated. They entered into Salwai Agreement and to win over the Marathas and the Nizam of Hyderabad. In order to draw them towards their side, they signed a treaty. Hyder Ali died due to illness during the war. The war was led by his son Tipu Sultan. Now his son will appear on the scene. Hyder Ali's son was Tipu Sultan. He also continued the footsteps of his father. He began to take the leadership in the Anglo Mysore War. Tipu Sultan was waging war in Malabar region when Hyder Ali died. The British tried to take advantage of Hyder Ali's death by invading Mangalore and Bidanoor. They also tried to, that means British also tried to instigate the rulers of Calicut and Malabar. Instigate and arouse. Tipu Sultan thought of all these developments and decided to protect Mangalore and the coastal regions. He was aware of the fact. He was also quite intelligent. He knew that what would happen. So he thought of all these developments and he decided to protect Mangalore. At any cost, he never wanted to leave Mangalore and also the coastal regions. He defeated the British. The Treaty of Mangalore was ended the Second Anglo Mysore War in the year 1784. Again, a treaty was signed between the Tipu Sultan and the British in the year 1784. It was called as the Treaty of Mangalore. So the Second Anglo Mysore War came to an end with the Treaty of Mangalore. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you have understood how Hyder Ali fought the two Anglo Mysore Wars against the British. In the next video, we will learn about the Third and the Fourth Anglo Mysore Wars fought under the leadership of Tipu Sultan against the British. Please like, share and comment. Subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you.